Hello everyone, welcome to Sweetie Speaks official YouTube channel. Today we are at day 28 of 111 days verification challenge. The skill set which we are focusing on right now is static timing analysis. To learn any topic thoroughly, you should learn about its practical applications. And to understand the practical applications of STA, which is static timing analysis, you should solve some numericals on STA. Today, we are going to focus on this topic, which is STA numerical. We are going to solve two numericals on STA. These are just for your practice. These are like sample numericals. After this, you will gain confidence in solving STA numericals, and then you can keep on solving more complex STA numericals. This is to help you get started with solving of STA numericals. I will also give some hints to solve this numericals so that it will help you gain more confidence while solving the STA numerical. Let's get started. The first question is, you have a flip flop. Flip flop is a simple circuit. There is a clock. In our case, we have named the clock as CLK. There is an input, say it's a D flip flop, then there is an input D and the output is Q. Okay, so for D flip flop, the input is D and output is Q. And in our flip flop, we also have a delay. We call this delay as DLY. You have a clock CLK, you have the input D, output is Q, you have a delay of DLY. With these things, you need to derive expression for the minimum time period. Minimum time period, we call it as T min. And maximum clock frequency, we call it as Fmax. Derive what will be the expressions for Tmin and Fmax in terms of CLK, DLY and the output Q. You can consider clock to output delay, clock to Q delay or clock to output delay. You can name it as T clock of Q. You can use this in your expression. T clock of Q is the delay from clock to Q, which is output. Clock to output, the delay, you will call it as T clock underscore Q. The setup time, call it as T setup underscore time. The hold time, call it as T hold time. Use all these things: T clock Q, T setup time, T hold time, DLY is the delay, CLK is the clock. Use all these things and derive the expression for Tmin, which is minimum time period, and Fmax, which is maximum clock frequency. This is your first question. For the second question, you have to consider a flip-flop which has the setup time of 6 nanoseconds. The hold time for this flip-flop is 2 nanosecond. The clock to output delay, which means clock to Q, Q is your output. The delay from clock to Q is 10 nanoseconds. Setup time 6 nanosecond, hold time is 2 nanosecond, and clock to Q, clock to output delay is 10 nanosecond. With this, you need to calculate the minimum clock period required to handle the circuit by drawing a digital logic circuit for function clock frequency divided by 2. Your circuit is function clock frequency divided by 2. For that, you need to calculate the minimum clock period required to handle the circuit. This is your first question. The second question is to determine the status of hold time violation. The hint to solve this question is already given. In the first, you need to calculate the minimum clock period. Minimum clock period is Tmin. The expression is Tmin is greater than or equal to setup time plus T clock of Q plus DLY. This is the expression to solve your first question, minimum clock period. And the second question is you need to determine what is the status of your hold time violation. This is the expression T hold time is less than or equal to T clock of Q plus delay. If this expression is getting satisfied, if your hold time is less than or equal to T clock of Q plus delay, then you don't have a hold time violation. If this is not getting satisfied, then you have a hold time violation. Use all these hints to solve the numerical, STA numerical, gain more confidence in STA numerical, and take up solving more STA numericals. Today, your job is to completely focus on STA numericals. Solve this challenge questions today, and tomorrow I'll see you for day 29 challenge. Best luck.